This message is for the actors out there who want to go full-time this year. For the actors who want to have a breakthrough and say, you know what, 2014 is when I made a change. See, because I knew a while ago I wanted to make a change. I remember what it was like doing shows with my friends, and just for the friends and family who came over and over again, and then all of us struggling with our day jobs all the time. You know, some of us were waiting tables, some of us had temp jobs, some of us were babysitting. And a while ago, someone said to me, hey, Bones, there are two kinds of actors. Those who bring the check to the table and those who get the check in the mail. And I was like, well, I want to be one who gets a check in the mail. And so he's taught me this, and I started applying this idea consistently throughout the years. And what I noticed is that while I was doing that, while I was learning to get checks in the mail, all of a sudden my days were free. I didn't have a day job anymore. Some of my other friends, though, kept working the day job, struggling, trying to get shows and auditions in while, you know, on their lunch hour, or asking someone for a break, you know, will you cover my shift and all that. And what happened was, after a while, they quit. They quit, but I could keep going because I was earning money doing something differently, doing something that made me free, so I could go audition, do shows, and not worry about the money, if that makes sense. But after a while, by applying this one thing consistently, getting these checks in the mail, I was able to get an agent who started sending me out on stuff. I've been able to do shows, a little bit of TV, a whole ton of commercials, and you know, it's been an awesome life. That was 10 years ago. And whereas before, you know, people would stop me at parties and ask me all these questions, I'd be like, oh, you know, well, do this. But 10 years later, I realized that I had something to share, something that worked for me. And so I wanted to share it with other people. So if you're interested in that idea of getting checks in the mail so you can be full-time, then click below. You know, your parents don't worry about, what are you doing with your life if you're making money? You know, they just don't worry about it. They're like, oh, he's an actor, he's, you know, how's the acting thing going? They only say that when you're broke. They don't say that when you're making money, you know? So, you know, and if that makes sense, you click on the link in the description. I made a video, I made a guidebook, there's stuff for you there. And it makes sense to me, you know, it was kind of a logical thing for all you logic-minded people. You know, if you want freedom to pursue your art and pursue your career and all that, you need the time and money to do it. You know, and other people have their own, you know, Brad Pitt has his own huge side businesses. You know, it seems like an obvious thing for millionaires to do it, but did you know that we could do it too? So if that makes sense to you, click on the link in the description. You know, a lot of the friends who I was working with a long time ago, they've all since quit. They said things like, well, you gotta grow up sometime. You gotta stop, you know, you can't be chasing the dream the whole time. And for me, it's like, well, it's now. It's not chasing the dream. Hey, now, I'm in the park right now. It's Monday. It's Monday at like 4 o'clock. And I decided to go out with my wife and shoot this video for you. So, you know, if you're someone who's like on the verge of knowing that it's almost time to give up, you know, you're getting older, you notice that people are falling, your friends are kind of falling to the wayside, and you're trying to hold on, but man, this day job is killing you, or bartending or waiting tables is killing you, then click below to get the guidebook and the video. That's all I got to say. And you know, for me, I can tell you what has worked for me is applying the simple idea of getting checks in the mail instead of bringing checks to the table. So if that sounds like something you'd like to find out more, then go ahead and click below. And if not, I'll see you at a restaurant. Bye.